Yo, what's going on? We back at it again. Another hot review. Drams on deck. Today, we got a boss in the room. Today, we got a heavy hitter. We got the Glendronach 18-year. Yes, sir. This thing is balled at 46%. And this is a beast. I want to say this is probably my third bottle of this, I want to say. This is the Glendronach Allardice 18-year. It's a bin that comes in. And this one right here, I've had this particular bottle for about 6 months now. Usually these particular expressions, the 18-year, the Glendronach normally goes for around $150. Sometimes it's a little bit more, but normally I don't see it for less than 140, 150 at the cheapest. I got mine for about close to around 150 6 months ago. So this one right here is, if you are a fan of sherry cask, 18-year is, it's definitely a solid dram. We'll get more into it in later in the review, but I definitely will let you know that as far as his contemporary 18-year sherry cask, it can pretty much stack up with any of them. So, like I said, this one right here is a wonderful expression. As a matter of fact, I love all of Glendronachs. As you will soon see, I have a lot of Glendronachs within my particular collection. I have the 12, I have the 15, the 18, the 21, I have the Portwood. So, needless to say, I'm a fan of what they do, their distillery and their products. They make very good products. And so, this one right here is a staple that I normally, I tend to keep it if I can find it at a good price. I typically like to keep it, here. But needless to say, I want to show you the color on this one right here. For 18 years, has a very nice amber, rich color to it. It is non-chill filtered, all natural. So, like I said, this is poured in this. This is should be first fill Spanish Oloroso sherry cask, 18 years from the Glendronach distillery. And even right now, as I'm talking, I can smell right from about a foot away from me. I can definitely smell it in the glass right now. On the palate right here, as I was on the nose, this one, I'm gonna be honest with you, it has a very rich sherry smell to it. You can definitely smell, it smells like raisins, like some kind of nut bread. It has a very fruit, like a distinct dried fruit smell. Like, I can definitely smell some raisins, grapes, some kind of apricot. And I even get like a little bit of a toffee smell to it. And like a little spice, like a nutmeg. It is a very pleasant, it's a lot going on in his nose. It's very pleasant. It's very, it has a lot of layers to it. I like complexity, and on here, like I said, you're getting like nutmeg, you're getting dried fruits, you're getting that spice. Wonderful. Sherry, I like it. On the palate, wow. Has a very rich, creamy, deep flavor. It coats the palate very well. It's very creamy. You may not be able to see always from the glass, but I'm telling you right now, it has a nice, creamy, mouthfeel texture to it. And within your mouth, it coats the palate very well. Let me go in for one more sip before I go into these flavor profiles. And it's going to be complex, I'm going to tell you that now. This is a pleasure right here. This, like I said, first fill Oloroso, it has a rich, creamy, chocolate feel to it. I swear, just imagine you have like a chocolate bar. It's like sherry wrapped around some chocolate. And it's so creamy, has a very, very nice consistency of like a brown sugar, spice. It has like a nut bread taste, raisins, and very chocolatey. Oh my God. If you like a hot chocolate, just imagine the hot fudge That's what I'm tasting. It's very fudgy. And I mean, it is a wonderful, wonderful dram. Just, oh man. And it's creamy, and the finish is very long. From the mid palate to the finish, you're gonna get that chocolate, that toffee, that nutmeg, that raisin, that, oh my God. Just some warm bread. It's almost like a dessert, and it's 46%, so it sips very smooth. There's no burn, no bite to it. And oh my God, this is a staple. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this, even though just for the review sake, to me it doesn't need water whatsoever. But just for the review sake, I'm gonna see if it changes the complexity whatsoever. When I sip this, typically I sip it neat, because as I said before, it's 46%. It sips smooth, so there's no burn, no bite. But just want to see if it opens up any flavors. But this one right here, it's a winner. It's not, even though it's 18 years exclusively in sherry, you get sherry, don't get me wrong, but it's not like a sherry bomb. Like the certain things that you get that's exclusive sherry, that all you pick up is sherry. This one, to me, I get just as much chocolate from this particular spirit as I do sherry. And then, like I said, with the raisin, that nut bread kind of taste to it, it's wonderful. It is wonderful. So with this one right here, put just a little bit of water in there. Sometimes water can enhance it, sometimes it can drown it out. I've never really, it's so perfect the way it is, I never really mix it or with water. I never add water, but just for the review sake, let's see if the water changes up. Here we go. It doesn't need water at all. It's perfect the way it is. It's pretty similar. The palate didn't change up much. There's still a lot going on. Just imagine, like I said, sherry with that thick fudge chocolate. You get spice like cinnamon, like a nutty bread taste. With, you know, it's just so smooth, and it is wonderful. Even like some raisins. Oh my God, it is a wonderful, wonderful dram. In my opinion, this one right here is a keeper. Meaning by that, like this one right here is one of those drams, at least for me. Like if I don't have a dram of this in my house at all times, I don't feel right. I'm not just saying. It's you know, one of those particular. You have your signature drams. You know, all those who are spirits or connoisseurs, you always have your go-to dram or drams that you keep at your house at all times. But some people, some people are not, big into certain spirits. They might just keep the local. They may just get a bottle of Ciroc or Hennessy or Jameson. That's their go-to. People who may be a little bit more advanced or more into spirits, like myself, they may, I have my go-tos like my Mac 12. I have this, just to name a few. I have a lot more, but I have a handful of spirits like Yamasaki, all those type of things that I have to have a bottle at all times. Otherwise, my house just don't feel like a home without it, And this is a comfort dram. And the reason why I don't drink it more frequently is only because of availability and the price. Like I said, on the average, it's at least $150 a bottle. So that's not an everyday dram for me. I mean, shit can get very expensive if I'm drinking $150 every day. But be that as it may, 1 to 10, 10 being the best. If I'm gonna rate this, 10 being the very best. This bad boy right here for me is a 9.5 all day long. This is one of my favorite drams, period. And if you're talking about its contemporaries, an 18-year, whether it be the Abelauer 18, or you're talking about a Macallan 18, this one right here, if you pick pretty much most of the common 18-year sherry drams, this stacks up just as good, if not better than any of them. That's including the Mac 12. The Mac 12, when I first started drinking Mac 12 Mac 12 was my very first one that I fell in love with, but when I tried the 18, I was like, OMG. At that time, I didn't think anything that could 18-year could top it. But this one right here, I would need to try them side by side. And then when I say that Mac 18, I'm referring to the old 18, not the newer. The newer version to me is not as good, but the older version, side by side, this can get with it any day. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, this is half the price. I mean, if you get a Mac 18, to me, it doesn't have Mac 18. It has more sherry influence, but doesn't have the complexity or the nut or the chocolatey influence. Flavors are going to be different, but they both are excellent drams. Mac 18 is going to run you at least $300. This is only going to be $150. So, I think it's a better product for the price. Even the flavors. The flavors, you can go head to head. It's a matter of preference. But to me, this is among the best 18-year-old sherry casks that I've ever had, period. $150 to me is a great bargain. You can get it for that. And the only thing I can think to compare it to, if you know, there's nothing much that I can really think to compare that has this particular flavor profile. But the one thing, his little brother, which is the Glendronach 12-year, which I actually have here, now the review will be coming soon, it's a good B plan. It is not, it doesn't have the complexity that this has, but if you're not able to get this, I think the little brother, the 12-year-old, is a good way to go. It's not going to have the chocolate complexity to it, but it will have other complexity with the sherry cask, and that one has a PX. So it can get you, you know, a good B plan, I'll say that. But to me, it's a 9.5 out of 10 all day long. Excellent dram. Chocolate, raisins, nut bread, sherry. It's awesome. If you can get it, please do. It doesn't have any smoke on it, and then oak is not, even though it's 18 years, I don't really pick up much oak on this. So, but you get the complexity of the chocolate, the sherry, you get the sweetness. It's almost like a dessert decadent dram. It's very creamy. It has a very, very nice fudgy sherry complexity to it. So you're not gonna pick up smoke or oak, but everything else, all those other flavors are very prevalent. It's an excellent dram. The Glendronach Allardice 18, yes sir. If you like that video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit me in my comment box if you will see some more reviews of anything in specific. Thank you for your time. Drams on deck. Yes, sir.